Super Duty fans were designed to be easy to install, and I'll show you why. There's only two things you have to do to install these fans. Number one is the physical hanging of the fan, and number two is a simple wiring of the fan. And you know the HVLS fans is a really big deal, a couple $1,000 usually. Electricians and engineers are involved in a couple different scissor lifts, and it's a big deal. So number one, how do you hang the fan from the ceiling? Each of these fans comes with straps. Each of the straps have loops on the end of them. They're rated for 1,900 pounds a piece for the bursting strength. That's almost 4 tons. And the fans only weigh about 130 pounds on our biggest fan. So they're way overbuilt, as these whole fans are. And they're easy to use. We do the straps because they don't transfer vibration to the ceiling to make noise. They are easier to work with because you're not cutting wire or cable or chains in order to hang them from the ceiling. And number three, and most importantly, because you can use them to change the height of the fan, because these fans can be hung at any angle, horizontal, vertical, 30 degrees like we have here, 45 degrees, whatever you're trying to accomplish, wherever you want to move the air, you can hang this fan at any angle to achieve that. And these straps make it super easy to do it. This is a 2-foot strap that we have on the front. We have 2-foot, 3-foot, and 4-foot straps. These are the 2-footers right here. On the back side, we did 2 2-footers. We did a full-length 2-footer, and then we did a 2-footer that we doubled over. Didn't have to cut anything, drill anything. It was super easy to do, and that gives us about 30 degrees. A lot of guys use a 30-degree angle above production lines. You got a 200 or 300 or 400 foot long production line making trucks or whatever you're making. You hang these about 20-30 degrees, get that air blowing down from one end, bringing in cool air all the way down the production line, blow it out the hot end, and your guys will love you. They'll send you a Christmas card. So these straps make it super easy to get the angle that you want to get. And the way that you hang them to the ceiling is super easy. On this application, we have eye screws in here that are screwed into the 2x4 on the back side of the panel. That's easy. If you have red iron purlins up there, you can drill a hole in them and put an eye bolt in there. If you've got an exposed rafter joist up there, you can just take the strap, throw it over the joist, and then bring it back through its own loop and just pull it tight like we've done on this eye bolt here. And that holds them up there. So do that for 4 of your straps and have your straps hanging down from the ceiling. Put the quick link on each of the straps, so it's just the strap hanging there with the quick link hanging there, and lift the fan up to it. Using a scissor lift, that's the best way. You can use a ladder, you can use a cordless drill winch. You can get on Amazon for 130 bucks, a really cool thing to have. I use that and do it with myself at trade shows. It takes me like 5 minutes to hang one of these things at a trade show. On the wiring, it's one of two things. If you've bought a fan that's a single speed fan, then all you have to do is run the wire up one of the straps, because it comes with a 12-foot cord that has a 110 plug, just a normal 3-prong plug. Plug that bad boy into an outlet on the ceiling, into an extension cord, run a wire to it, whatever you've got to do to meet your local codes, if you have codes to follow there. Get the cord going up one of the straps, zip tie it to the cord. Don't let it just hang there, because it will come loose. It'll get into the blades and ruin the fan. So make sure you zip tie it, make it safe. Run the cord to where it needs to be to get plugged in. That's on the single speed fans. On the variable speed fans, we use a different motor. It's an inverter motor, and it uses a wall controller to control the motor. So you have to run a wire from the motor down the ceiling, down the wall to where you're going to mount the wall controller. And the wall controller comes with the fan. So the wire that you run is a 14 gauge 4-wire. It pulls about 5.8 amps on high. So a 14 gauge is fine. If you want to run 12, go for it, even better. But it's a 4-wire. Home Depot sells it, or you can get it from any electrical supply company. So you run it down the wall to where your wall controller is, and I'll show you the wall controller next, which is a really slick unit. And you just wire it into that, and you're done. You've got the fan hung at the angle that you want it. You've got the wire run safely to where it will either plug into a 110 outlet or plug it into the wired into the wall controller. And the wall controller can plug into the wall either 110 voltage or 220. Tell us which one you want. We have both available, but it is a separate controller for either voltage. Most people do the 110, but a lot of commercial jobs do the 220. This is the wall controller that comes with our variable speed fans. This is a bad boy. It's a state-of-the-art digital controller. It does a lot of things besides giving you variable speed. It actually helps make the fan super efficient too, because this actually takes the input voltage of either 110 or 220 single phase, whichever one you ask us to send you, and converts it to 223 phase that goes up to the motor, making it run on 5.8 amps, which is super low for a great big fan. So let me show you how this works. On the input side, we put a cord on there if it's 110. It's a 15-foot power cord that you simply plug in to your wall. You cannot use it on a GFI circuit. It's got to be a straight circuit. No GFI outlet. And it's pretty simple to do. It's 110. If it's 220, we still put a cord on there with a 220 plug, single phase, 20 amp, so you're good to go there. On the other side, we put a small pigtail on there, which is your 14 4-wire that I mentioned earlier. 14 gauge and 4 wires, goes up to the fan. So this is a pigtail you can splice into, or you can take this off and open this up and screw it into the controller yourself. At least you know where it goes. After you take it off, you'll see where we hooked onto. Very easy to do, you just copy your work. And you're done, it's wired. You hang it on the wall, it has 4 little screws on the back that hold it on the wall, super easy to do. And once you get it wired up, then you can use it. I'll show you here how to use it real quickly. We have the power, right now it says stop, so we have the power turned off to it. To turn the fan on, all you do is hit the green button, and it goes to the last power setting that you had when the fan was shut off. In this case, I had it set at 1725 RPM, so it's working its way up there. We have a 15-second delay to get to high speed so it doesn't over torque the motor. And the fan's running at 1725 now. If you want to change the speed, you simply hold the down button or the up button to go to the speed that you want, and it changes it. If you want to change direction of the fan, like in the wintertime, you might want to run it in reverse. Or if you want to bring your air up, like evacuate smoke from something, you push the green button again, and it goes down to 0, shows a negative sign because it's going to go reverse. It goes to 0, and then when the fan stops, then it starts going the other direction. It's all automatic for you. And it goes to the same setting that you had before, just in reverse. Very easy to do. If you want to look at different things, you can look at the amperage. It's not running, not hooked up to a fan right now, so it shows 0, but if it was running, it'd show you how many amps it's drawing. P is percent of power, H is hertz, and then no symbol is the RPM. Very easy to wire up, very easy to use, it stays cool, very nice device. So that's the control box that comes with our variable speed fans. And I've shown you today how to hang the fan and how to wire the fan. Very easy to do. We put a lot of work into these things to make them easy for the do-it-yourself guy or the maintenance guy at a company to do it without bringing outside help in if you don't have to. But if you got a good electrician, let him do it. It won't take him long to do it. Very inexpensive. So that's the fans in general. We thank you for watching this. Please let us know how we can help you with the fans. The name of the game these days is keeping your people healthy and safe, and these fans do exactly that. Let us know how we can help you. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.